before ever arriving the UK, you must have downloaded. The money is overwhelming. You can go and carry your mats, be sleeping at work.
Hi guys, welcome to my channel, and guess who I have here? Cheese Space Life and Direct at Middlesbrough. So I'm going to have a chat with her, and she's going to be sharing vital tips on what you need to settle in quickly within the UK as a family. So let's start with you. Introduce yourself to us. I know you've been here for a while now, so tell us.
Yes. All right, guys, my name is Chinyere, and my YouTube channel is Cheese Space. Yes, I am happy to be doing this with Winifred. Okay.
So Cheese Space, tell us, how long have you been in the UK, if you don't
Well,
mind?
this is my second missionary journey in the UK. I studied in the UK for 3 years between the period of 2010, 2013.
My goodness.
And then I left. So I came back in 2021. So I am nearly 2 years here again as a fresher.
No, you're not a fresher. So you can see why she's in the best position to give us some advice. So tell us, as a family, a lot of people have been migrating to the UK, especially from Africa. And our system is quite different from what is happening here. So can you give us some tips on those vital things we need? And let me just give you pointers. I know we need to understand what the childcare system here is. We need to understand how to navigate getting a job, housing, very important, how to get a school for your child if your child is of age to go to school. So just point us in the right direction.
This is a broad topic, yes, with different branches. Yeah, but at least you can manage, a few points that I will be elaborating on. Yeah. Okay, so basically coming to the UK, especially moving to the UK with your family, can be somewhat overwhelming because it's a whole lot. Arriving to a different country, a foreign world, where you don't know anyone. Even if you do, sometimes families accommodating another family can be really challenging, So coming here down to the UK, settling down, finding accommodation is something a bit difficult per se. But I would, like I've always advised people, if you are moving in here with your family, it will do you more good. You moving in first, single, and then when you find a house, you can then bring in your wife or your husband, depending on who is gonna be the dependent, and then your children. Even if you're coming in as a student or you're coming in here on a tier 2 worker visa, you can come in first. After about 2 months, you already settled down, got a job, bring in your family. And if all of you are coming in together, fantastic. I won't stop you, yes. But then, staying in an Airbnb would be better for a family as against staying in a hotel, because in a hotel, you don't have access to a lot of stuff. It's just the room. You don't have the washing machine to do your laundry. You cannot cook. You don't have fridge, to be honest. But if you are staying in an Airbnb, which before ever arriving the UK, you must have downloaded the Airbnb UK app on your phone and then start looking for an Airbnb accommodation. And basically, Airbnb accommodation offers you the opposite of stuff that I've just mentioned that you wouldn't get in a hotel. Yes, you will get a fridge to put your stuff, especially the perishable stuff you brought from Nigeria or Africa, and you can do your laundry. You have the kitchen to yourself. You have a room, you have a sitting room, but you pay per night. Some of them are kind. And if you are staying in an Airbnb whereby the person is the owner of the house, the landlord or landlady is already staying there, if you are good, definitely the house owner might do reference for you. Yes, when you are looking for the main accommodation, just like ours did for us. In fact, our landlady actually helped us to find the current accommodation where we are staying. In fact, she has been one of my referrals.
Reference? Pardon us, guys.
Yeah, she has been one of my. In fact, I've always used that in my reference. Yes, she's one. Okay, so she's always doing that for us, and she's our guarantor. Yes, when we went for the house as well. So it's something that is really okay, and I don't know.
Can we talk about childcare? Because I think that's
childcare is a whole lot. Yes, I have my boy
tips.
there. My boy just turned 8. Yeah. Oh my God, the son.
The son.
You know, my boy just turned 8, but guess what? I am not into a full-time work. Yes. Why? Because my husband is the one who is doing full-time, and I am depending. My son and myself are depending on his visa. Okay. So why am I not doing a full-time job? This is one thing you have to consider arriving the UK as a family. One of you has to be doing full-time. Even though you come in as a student, one of you has to be in school, and the other person has to be into a full-time job. You are a student, isn't
Yes,
it? You are
I'm a
working
student,
20 hours a
20
week.
hours,
And your
yes.
husband, who is your dependent, is doing full-time.
Exactly.
You see to that. So this is how it works. Me, I cannot do a full-time job, being that I have a child, and he's just 8 until he turns 10. That's the only way he can walk home from school alone. So I do the school run morning and afternoon. You know, so what I do, I work opposite of my husband. This is what a lot of you coming in should consider. So I do flexible working hours, 21 hours a week. Yes. So to enable, so I work when my husband is off. Yeah, he works 4 times a week, sometimes 3 times. So I have an agreement with my employer, you know. So this is, I go to work when my husband is not working. And then I do my YouTube thing there. You know, it's another source of
Side
income.
hustle.
And there are a lot of side hustles you can be doing. And if you have a child who is less than 5 or who is less than 3, the child is not starting nursery, because you're not going to afford to be paying for all that. Childcare is far too more expensive in this country. You know, this is why the age of starting school in this country is just as from 5 years up. Okay. Though when they are less than 5, they go to, when they are 4, they go to reception, you know. But the ones that are 3, they go to, what is it called? They have these 15 hours. Yes.
Yeah, free
15 hours
daycare.
a
I
week.
think it's free
You know, so
daycare.
it's a whole lot. It's not something that you can be running to work. One of you has to mellow down, take up the family responsibilities of caring for the children, especially if your husband or you as the woman comes in with a work visa. But if you are studying, please stick to the 20 hours a week during term time. But then when school is on holiday, you can work 100 hours a week. You can go and carry your mats, be sleeping at workplace.
Don't try that, oh, please, oh. Okay, one last thing, because this is a very broad topic, like you said, and it's not easy to catch cheap space, life and direct. So there's something I want us to hit on. There are a lot of Africans that come to the UK and then they work 7 days a week. I'm not joking. I am not joking. So I want you to just talk about that very briefly.
Yes.
What are the highs and lows of this attitude?
Well, it's crazy. I call it madness, because the work in this country does not finish. Pants, styling, or whatever can never finish. I left the UK in 2013. That's around 10 years ago, precisely. I came back. The jobs are still there. Care work, whichever work will not they finish for UK. Recently, a nurse died while driving home. And I'm telling you what I've witnessed. Another guy, I don't know if that one passed, but they rushed him to the hospital. He was wearing a uniform coming back, you know. Now, what I have witnessed that I want to share with you, I had somebody, a student for that matter, he was working more than 20 hours a week. Yes.
Oh my God.
Not that he was working more than 20 hours. From one shift.
Wow.
I mean, from night shift, he will come to do a day shift. From that day shift, he was going back to a night shift. I called him and said, hey, I said, look, you're going to kill yourself. That guy got sacked. Why? Because he was sleeping on duty. He was looking after a vulnerable patient, one-to-one. You know, when you do one-to-one shift,
Very risky.
you have to open your eyes, watch that person, because the adult you are looking after is vulnerable. He can do anything, harm himself. And he was sleeping because he was coming from a night shift to a day shift. This is absolutely crap. In fact, you are killing yourself. It doesn't do you no good to your health. Relax. You see, today we are here to catch some fun.
Enjoy ourselves.
Enjoy yourself.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Life is too short. You come in here, yes, the money is overwhelming. You come here, the money you earn doing 2 shifts alone is what they pay you, possibly in Africa, for a month. I can understand their feelings. A doctor came in here. In fact, doctor, she's a doctor. When she saw the money, the everything, she was working 7 days a week. A lady. She was overwhelmed with the amount of money she gets. Your husband is a doctor, you are a doctor. Why kill yourself? The children, we are not here then, you know. And they got to, if anyone is dropping shift, she's taking it. People were like, don't you rest? And these people, they know how to give you that side talk. You know, I mean, people here. This is why you see them on Saturdays. They're going to have fun. Sundays, they're going to have fun. But our people will be grabbing those shifts because their name now workaholic. Because of the money. This money does not finish. To be honest, the more you stress yourself working and working, remember task, oh? That's
Story for another day.
Story for another day. Because the more you work, the more money they cut. So by the time a lot of us realize this, it has started telling on our health.
On your health, which is the most important thing.
My
your
husband
health.
is home today. Yes. They called him to come and take what is it called? Locum. That is extra shift. He said no, that he wants to rest today.
Exactly.
Yesterday, I took him out. We went to town. We had fun because yesterday was the coronation or something.
Yeah, of the king.
Today, I said stay home and rest. Or unless you want to come with us, we can go. It doesn't stop him. If he worked just today alone, let me not mention.
It's
my husband
double
is a doctor.
pay.
But you have to consider time to rest. To be honest, this country, their money no they finish.
At all.
So don't be overwhelmed. Don't be carried away by the amount you earn in a day or in a week that you cannot earn in 1 month back home. Okay, consider your health first. It has whatever that has advantage has disadvantage, and the disadvantages of this outweighs
the benefits.
Bam.
Exactly.
So this is my advice. Take it easy. Slow down on it.
Thank you so much. So guys, you've heard it from her. I hope you click. If you haven't subscribed now, please just hurry. Click the subscribe button. Please like, please comment, and please share. And until our next one, keep winning and enjoying life. I love you guys.
Thank you so much. Yeah,
Thank you for
bye.
coming.